All right. Well, today is going to be a little bit different. Welcome to Cloud Talk Show, but we don't have a Ralph, so it's just a Ralph, and Ralph is a little busy at the moment, so it's just going to be Larry and Raquel, and we're going to dig into a little bit of what we were talking about before, NFTs. So first of all, let's go through and talk about what an NFT is. NFT is a non-fungible token. So fungibility means that you can exchange one for another. So every dollar bill that you have is fungible. You can exchange it for another dollar bill, and you haven't lost any value. A non-fungible token is it's something that there's only one of, and the idea behind a non-fungible, um, a physical non-fungible asset would be something like the Mona Lisa, which is a painting that has value, and you can take a picture of the Mona Lisa. You can do you know, an in-depth copy of it and have something that looks exactly like it, but you still won't have the original. Only the person who actually owns the original has that non-fungible asset. So, I see Ralph has
Hey, I
joined.
made it.
He made
Can
it.
you hear? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I found the one thing that is not compatible with Windows 11, and the very important thing is Camtasia.
No, no, it
Well,
works fine for me.
well, I cannot
We'll
import video
we'll have
for
to talk.
whatever reason, and maybe because you have a full version of Windows 11 versus my previewy guy,
Nope, I'm still previewing.
and you're able to make it work really on 2021.
I believe so. Yes.
Try to
Well,
drag and drop a video from the outside into your timeline. And if that fails, then I have an open issue on Windows 11 that I'm not the only one apparently who reported it.
right.
So
Okay. Well,
just saying.
maybe I'm lucky. I'm special. So we were
Yes.
just talking about NFTs, and we just did the definition of NFTs. What we're going to do today is build one. So we're actually
Ah,
going to that long-awaited, um,
Raquel, take note.
yeah, that long-awaited day has finally come. So I'm sharing a screen, and on the screen, one of the first things that you're going to need to do in order to create your NFT is you're going to need some type of digital wallet, and the most popular is MetaMask. And I've actually got it installed already, but I browser head Larry. I've got a browser that I don't have MetaMask installed on. So I'm going to go ahead and do a download here for Firefox, and I'm going to install it, and then we'll just look at you know um, what goes on when you actually create your first wallet with MetaMask. So I'm going to add it, and yay, the cute little fox. He follows your mouse. Okay, so I'm going to say okay here, and we're going to get started. Um, and so we're going to create a wallet. Now, I'm not actually going to go through the full wallet creation
Hmm?
because
Yeah, you got to give up that info. Yep.
you gotta put passwords and things like that. So I'm not going to go through the process of creating one.
Hmm?
Um, but I do have one installed on my other browser here. This is MetaMask, and here's my account. And so what we'll do is I've gone to OpenSea, which is
Hmm?
a nice place to make your NFTs.
Hmm?
And I'm going to connect my wallet to it. So up in the top right corner, you connect your wallet, and I'm going to use MetaMask, and this is me, and it says, "Hey, can I connect to this wallet?" I say, "Yeah, go ahead." It's going to be able to look at your stuff. Yeah, yeah, go ahead. So now it's connected, and so now here's my wallet, and that means that I can do some creation. Now I'm going to sign in. This is me. Yeah, we're not going to use a password or anything like that. You have to have your crypto wallet to sign in. If I move this wallet to a different computer and sign in, I'm still signed in to the same account. Okay.
Ooh.
So I'm signed in, and yeah, so now we can create a model. So let's see. I'm going to do a little cheeky one here. I've got a haiku that I'm going to take a screenshot and just get this little image. All right. So this is my image. I'm going to save it like this.
Haiku.
And yeah, let's put it here. Save. All right. So now we're done with that. So I'm going to upload that image. Downloads, no, documents, date modified. Where, oh, where did I put it? Oh, this is embarrassing. Now I've lost it. Oh no. Volume.
Oh, where'd it go?
Documents. There we go. Found it. All right. So that's the
There it
image.
is.
Okay. The
Oh,
item
it's
name.
it doesn't look like it fits. Does that mean that it didn't capture it, or is that just like a view of the image?
This is, I believe, just a view of the image, but you know what? We're going to look. I'm just going to go ahead with it. I'm rolling.
Okay,
Right.
sure thing.
Let's just go. Oh, I can't spell haiku. That's awful.
Uh-oh.
H-A-I-A
H-A-I.
A-I-K-U. There we go.
Hi. H-A-I.
I'm not going to put an extra link, and this is going to be Dribbles of Madness. Sure. And collection. So I don't have a collection yet. I'm going to go ahead and create a collection. Let's do that.
You're going to create your haiku collection?
I'll create a here. All right. So I'm going to create a collection, and it's going to be for the image. I've got this wonderful man's face.
There we
And
go.
that's all I need
That's a
to
good
do
one.
for that, right? Is the logo image. That's me. The name is Poems. Sure. URL. Oh,
Uh-oh.
oops.
The
How
name is
about
already taken. Oh, it's got to be
Larry
unique.
Poems? Yeah.
Oh, look at that. And Larry Poems hasn't been taken. You're the first Larry Poems out
I'm the
there.
first Larry Poems.
You're
I
a
feel so.
trailblazer, sir.
I feel special.
Wow.
So there are the
Larry's out there that
assets.
actually do poems. Think about it.
Yeah, there should be others.
There should be at least one more
May-
Larry.
Maybe
You'd
it's
think.
poem by Larry. You know, it's
Oh,
like that whole
that
domain name craze when
that's
you
true.
were kind of squatting on stuff. So add a
That's right.
category. I'm gonna call it art, even though we know it's not. I'm gonna go ahead and call it art.
You know,
Now,
art is in the eye of the beholder. So yeah.
this is an important thing here. One of the things that happens when you create an NFT, and one of the reasons that I was looking at, building them from scripts and things like that, is that you want to get not only the initial price, but you would like to get royalties along the way. So I'm going to go ahead and set a royalty of 5%. So anytime it sells, I get paid a little money. Okay. So now for this, I need to give it an ID, um, which I will do. Let me grab that real fast. I want to grab this one, copy the address, and it needs to be the idea of an Ethereum wallet. And so that's one that I
Uh-huh.
own, and
So that you
I have
got that
rights.
you got that word? You get that again? That
I
was
got
from
that
the
off screen. Yeah, I got that off screen.
ah.
You could get it from your Coinbase.
Oh,
If you've got
that's
a
right.
Coinbase account,
Right. It's the one we were doing earlier. Yeah.
right?
Got it.
Now I'm not going to make it on the blockchain Ethereum. So it notes here that
Hmm?
that they recommend uh, Polygon because
Poly.
it's lower. It's a lower cost environment. So it's built on top
Uh-huh.
of um, uh, Ethereum. Ethereum right now, the cost of Ethereum is so high, the gas prices are a little expensive. So we'll just do it here. Um,
Okay.
you can pay in Ethereum, right? And I'm going to do it as contained. I don't have transparent background on my asset because I just did a
Hmm.
screenshot, right?
Right.
And it's not explicit content,
Nope.
okay?
I can
Um,
attest to that.
and it's waiting for something else. What is it waiting for? URL is valid. Oh, it's invalid. Oh, needs to be all lowercase.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh, look at that.
All right.
Now, okay.
I know
Sure,
it
why not?
it
All
doesn't
right,
really
fine.
have to be, but yeah. They don't
Yeah,
want you
yeah,
to
yeah.
believe that it's
Mm-hmm.
all right. So I'm going to create this. So now the
Wow,
Larry
just the
Poems
lowercase. Larry Poems, check it out.
Larry Poems has been created. There are no items in here, so now I need to go back and create my item. Let's do that. I'm going to create it with this, and the name is HAIKU, and
Oh, that's
descriptions.
you did a K, not an H. You did a
Oh,
kaiku. You could make it
H.
an laiku if you want a Larry.
And
Laiku.
this in verse.
Madness is just 1D, sir.
Oh, 1D, can't spell.
Yes. Just saying.
Thankfully, no one's watching, so it doesn't matter.
That's all right.
Um, so now I can put it in my collection, and what that means is that because I've added it to the collection, when it sells under the contract of the collection. Okay, I say when it sells. We all know it's not going to, but that's fine.
Well,
Supply, there's only one.
how much are you selling it for again?
Well, I haven't put a price on it, have I?
Oh, so
At this
if
point,
you sell it for one something, I might be able to like buy it right now and then be the first
I'm
happens.
just going to create it. So
Okay.
now that it's been created, see, I created haiku, and we see the image, and it was just the little window that they showed. It didn't scale into
Yes.
it correctly, so you
Right.
see all of it. Okay,
So it's a preview-ish, like somewhere in the middle image situation.
right. So now if I
That's fine.
save this, I can copy the link.
Uh-huh.
Let's do that. I'll copy the link
Yeah.
and come back. There it is.
In order for me to get an NFT, do I need a wallet also?
You need a wallet, yeah, and that's what this
Ah,
MetaMask is. So this MetaMask is my wallet.
yes. So that in other words, for me to get can't immediately because I have to create all those steps.
Right. And see, I don't you have to have a wallet, and within your wallet you can have assets. And one of those assets can be, well, they can be fungible assets, which are like the tokens, or they can be non-fungible assets, the NFTs. Okay.
I should make a
So
wallet. Want to click quickly paste the wallet, or can you get that straight from Coinbase?
you can get it straight from Coinbase. Coinbase has a wallet for OpenSea as well. So when you
Oh,
connect your
open.
wallet, you can do it that way. Um,
Ah,
so I'm going to
you
say
is I go.
sell, and see when I
Yeah.
sell, that's when I choose the price.
Ah,
So it's
okay.
not letting me choose anything but Ethereum,
Right.
right? Even though I said it was going to be Polygon that the token is on, that
Uh-huh.
is based on Ethereum. Okay.
All right.
And how much? Oh, see, what is Ethereum selling for right now? Let's look at Coinbase and find out.
Yep. Ethereum right now is at $4,265.21.
Yep. All right. Here, I'm going to close that. So we know it's a lot. So I don't want to sell it for one. I want to put 0.001. Here, oh, look, it actually tells me
Wow.
that that's
It's
$4.19.
wow.
Let's put another zero.
Oh,
Listing price
too many
must be
zeros.
greater than $2. All right.
Oh,
So
interesting.
5.
Because they gonna
Go. Yes. So now if we look down, I say that I'm going to sell it. It's listed for sale at this price.
uh-huh.
So the fees, so there's a service fee by OpenSea, the way they make their money, right?
Huh?
Their take is 2.5% of the sale price,
Uh-huh.
and the creator royalty is 5%.
Uh-huh. So if people sell it afterwards and continue on, you're going to get 5% of whatever the heck that is.
Right. But
And
OpenSea gets the
they get a
first.
service fee. Is that a one-time service fee or every time it moves?
I'm not sure.
That,
Honestly, I'm
that's
not.
interesting. It feels like that's the service fee for now, but then anyway, when a person sells and does that, system to do it, and they will have a service fee, whatever the heck that's going to be.
Right.
Separate item. That's what I'm thinking.
So I'm going to complete the listing.
Okay, go.
Woohoo! Submit a
Unlock.
transaction with your wallet to trade this currency. It only needs to be done once. All right.
Oh. Whoa.
Signature request. It's signing me in. So I'm going to sign it.
Uh-huh. Done.
Sign a message using
Sign.
your wallet to continue. Okay.
Back to the Fox.
Back to MetaMask. And now the NFT has been listed. All right. So there's the current price on it. Yeah, nobody's bought it yet. Oh well. So my collections, if I look at my collections, there's Larry poems. Woohoo. And within there is this one haiku.
The one haiku. Going for $2.
Going for, yeah, $2.10.
Yeah. In
So
Ethereum funds.
We've done the first half, right? Maybe next week, assuming that it doesn't sell and I don't make $10 billion between now and then, and we still have the show.
There we go.
Assuming all of that, then next week we'll look at purchasing it. So I have another. Okay. I have another. I have another MetaMask wallet that I'll put some funds into between now and then, and be able to do a purchase and see. See what that looks like from the other side.
Maybe I'll set up a wallet myself, so I'll be able to do stuff like that as well. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is very tutorial. You know how many tutorials are out there on exactly doing just what we did? Because here's the thing, folks. You don't have to. We're not going to get any royalties for this. Wait a minute, unless we make this video an NFT.
An NFT. Now, here's the question. Okay, here's the question. If we have this video up, or let's talk about that. Somebody bought the first tweet, right?
Yes.
Does that mean that you and I can't look up what the first tweet was and read it?
Yeah, no. So that I wonder about that. It's like, no, the only reason it's not the case. The idea is like you can say that you own the first tweet. It's like anyone can look it up because all they have to do is just go there and see it. Well, yeah, I see it, but look at me. I have this in my collection. It's like that collector guy in the Avengers, right? And he's got all those things in glass.
The collector.
It's like, hey, I can just say there's Howard the Duck, or hey, I own freaking Howard the Duck. There he is inside.
That's right. and so it's not that you own the image, right? It's just proof that you are the owner of the image.
Yes.
Which is subtle, but the same. So, I mean, this haiku, obviously,
I mean, it's not in the Copyright Office. Yeah, the Copyright Office is not going to come in and enforce your claim.
Here, if I do another screenshot, look, I just made another one. Wow, it's like printing money.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's not.
Oh my gosh!
Because what I've done is I've made a copy of it, and the
oh god,
there's a let's find that article. Pirate Bay recently NFT. Haha. So
you're pasting it onto the chat there to see the article.
Let me paste this into the chat,
or into your browser actually.
Yeah,
since you were sharing
down here, but I'll also paste it up here.
There you go.
So cancel. Yeah. So right click, save as.
Arg.
Pirate Bay. So one of the things that they did here, they picked and actually downloaded, because all of these NFTs are on the blockchain, and so all of the images are connected to the blockchain. What they can do is, and what they did was, they went through and pulled every image from every NFT that's listed on the Ethereum and Solana blockchains and save them.
Oh,
And it's 15 terabytes of images. And so
uh-huh.
they have a copy of all of those images. Now, do they own those images? No. Did they reduce the value of the images by making a copy? No, because they're all available.
That's
But
right.
but NFTs are such a new thing that it really kind of, I mean, some people are upset because this happened. Um, it's it's an interesting situation,
Mm-hmm.
um, right? So it's got all of the NFTs. So NFT is just a hyperlink to an image that's being stored somewhere. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't store the image. The image is being stored by OpenSea for the one that
Right.
I just created. Um, that's what they get for their 2.5% of the sale price. Okay.
Right. Well, so
If
here's the concept, right?
Yeah,
It's just very simple. So people, it's much if you understand how this works. See, my NFT underneath the cover has all this behind it, right? That says I am the official version. You and you say, prove to me that that's the official version. Well, here it is. And then all I have to do is look under the covers with any of these tools, and they'll say, well, we know it's not the official version because according to this, the official version monster bit of code, this hash,
right.
right? And when we put it into the hash maker, it's not going to tell you what the hash is. It'll say yes or no. It'll give you like a yeah, it's all
Owned or
right.
not owned.
It's but copy the hash either and say, oh, let me open up the hash and then copy paste it into here and do the code. That's the whole point of the
Yeah,
whole crypto thing. Going to be a key that does the translation at that moment in
right,
period of time. So if you try to do it like 5 minutes later, guess what? It'll be different completely. So you
right,
can't like go in under the covers using your network sniffer and then grab that little combination of keys because 2 seconds later you try to use it again, it's going to be like now even worse now because it's in a format. Maybe some of the tools will actually say, well, not only is it not the key, but to fake the key, but NFT police, whatever.
right.
Yeah,
And
because you clearly tried to do it, and you went through the hash checker and got caught.
it's similar to, I mean, the whole idea of
Yeah, certificate. Here we go.
certificates, right? The whole web is built on the basis of these certificates. And
Yes,
the man in the middle attack is somebody that takes and tries to fake a certificate, and
that's
that
right.
doesn't work. Now, I mean, one of the things that we do um, is, and one of the things that Pirate Bay came about a long time ago, right? Back when people were
Yes,
pirating music. What does that mean? They were
yes.
making digital copies of songs and
Mm-hmm.
distributing them. They
Right,
didn't own the song. You only own
right.
the song if you bought the media and owned the
That's right.
media. But
The digital rights management piece to it,
the
the DRM.
right the DRM, and right now, if you look at Blu-ray discs and DVD discs and try to play them on a monitor that's not the right level of HDMI,
Yep.
right? If you're connected to it with a cable that's not the right kind of cable, or not really
Mm-hmm.
the cable as much as if it's not connected to a monitor that is the right version of HDMI
Right.
that has that
Yep.
DRM chip built in, then you're not going to be
Mm-hmm.
able to see the image. And it's the same type
Yeah,
of thing here. That
that's right.
this is just about this particular instance of this particular set of bits is what you're
Yes.
owning.
The good old checksum, as they say. And actually, underneath the covers, the math is actually really easy. But here's what makes the power of the computer is the fact that it's math and it's an easy math, but it's in such a high scale that you can't do it yourself by hand.
Right,
The numbers are so big,
right,
and remember, it's not math in numbers; it's math in hex.
right. Well, and it's one. So a hash is a one-way math too. So you
Yes,
can't you
exactly,
can't take the results of a hash and find out what you originally started with. All you can do is
exactly.
you can
You
you can
never will.
compare,
Yes,
right?
you'll never will. It'll never be the same. It'll never be that.
Yeah,
However, when you compare, you'll know you have it or not. And it's like, well, how come I can't recreate it? It's because you don't have the original key, and the original key is so large. And just thinking random numbers alone, if say I do a random number generator, well, how often will the number 5 come up? If I'm only like looking at 1 to 10, well, now imagine that times 20 times 30. Well, how often would the same number exactly show up at the exact same time? That the odds for that go so far down, it
Right.
just
And
becomes like impossible.
so one of the things that we did recently, I say recently, within the last 5 or 10 years, we moved away from DESC
Right.
256. And one of the reasons we moved away from that is because computers had gotten fast enough and storage had gotten cheap enough that we could actually exhaust the pool of 256-bit
Bits,
numbers
yes.
and be able to look at what could come out of
It's
that
like our
hash.
phone numbers. We've run it to some point. That's why we're seeing those functions. And technically speaking, regular phone numbers.
Yeah, and we've
Awesome.
we've
Who owns?
exhausted we've exhausted IP addresses. We've exhausted so we moved away from 256-bit encryption up to 1024 or 2048 or a higher number, and it's exponentially. It's actually not exponentially. It's a power, but it's a lot
It
harder.
is.
It's
It's
too
a
hard for
power
us to be
is
able
an
to.
exponent, basically. So
Right.
yeah,
So
it works.
we're dealing with that type of thing with these NFTs. So again, the power of the cloud. Just mentioned earlier that we would go through and build one of these. Now we have. It's out there.
Hey,
Larry Poems.
all right. So we're gonna put.
Be there. Be square.
If anybody buys Larry Poems, we'll definitely want
Well,
to
I'm
talk to you.
sorry
Well,
for
actually, no,
one thing.
we
Yeah.
will let maybe it'll be an anonymous purchase from country. Who knows?
Yeah.
And that likes to belie. I'm just saying, who knows where that might be coming from. But so now, most importantly, you for college. Thank you.
There you go. Yes.
Or
Or not. Yeah. Or not. I mean, it's mainly not. It's like going to buy a lottery ticket.
yeah, I
Right.
know.
Yeah.
It's
Whatever.
still you can't pay your college debts with these necessarily. However, again, it's the data pieces go together. There are some people out there, and we saw last that had these NFTs that practically clearly, but only if he converted such currency.
Right.
The first caveat to that, and of course, the moment that happens,
Yeah.
is you can't just convert. Even if you got, and eventually, right, you're not going to be hide and convert that either because everyone's watching. Just saying.
Right. There we go.
All right.
All right.
All right.
So
Hey, I think
that's
we're in
NFT
complete mode.
practice. Yeah.
Wow.
We're good to go.
I don't feel like we should start another look at Ralph's money, but not worry about it. It's going to come back. Maybe after I buy that NFT, it might go up. We'll see.
This hour has flown by. I've
Hey,
enjoyed it.
sorry, I rolled in late, but I do thingy, and I'm glad you started early, and I'm glad you went. And most importantly, at least we have an episode in the bag, which
There we
all
go.
right on the OTC. Oh, we are on the OTSN. It's like saying OTSN network. Right?
See,
I'm
yeah.
I'm
What
using
is?
network twice.
Yeah.
It's on OTSN.
Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
yeah. That
that's
makes
what we
sense.
need to do. We need blue shirts with the logo,
We we need blue
OTSN
shirts
logo.
logo, or at the very least, I should make like a different backdrop. But of course, I'm doing the M365 right now, so that's my thing. But you're right.
Which by
In
the
fact,
way, M365, it's open for it's still open, right? For
it's still
um
open.
people
We're
to
taking
sign up.
speakers. We're taking registrants. Yes, M365Chicago.com. Sign up, or hey, we're looking for new speakers. Larry's an old speaker, but we'll take him if he submits something for sure. Because we like Larry. You did the first one, so
I will absolutely submit something this weekend. See
yes.
what I can do.
I even this time I'm actually last time I didn't do one because I was like very busy on the organization, but like the tools are so good that I'm actually confident and I can myself. I'm gonna do my admin in an hour thing this time. So
Nice. All right.
All right,
Good weekend,
Larry.
everyone. Be safe. Have
Yes.
fun.
Raquel, please sign us out.
Bye, world.
Yep, we got the okay.